If you're wondering just how effective the VQ English program is, you might be blown away by the results shown here. Let's take a look. Meet Karina. She was in the 7th grade when she made the following recording. She has never lived in an English-speaking country, but she did have about 2 years of English exposure from an international school in China. She learned her English as a third language, and there are no other English speakers at home. The following recording shows her reviewing her SAT-level vocabulary words about a year after learning them.
Abstemious eating habits, a steer judge curtail the program. Eclectic research, fastidious dresser, incongruous behavior, magnanimous priest, keep records of the phenomena, insect repellent, subtle humor, abstract noun, authoritarian government, cynical right on, edify the church members, visible plan, inconsequential to the result, Cinderella's malicious sisters, donation by the philanthropist, replete with books, succinct answer.
Karina had a star reading test score at 5th to 6th grade range before she started studying VQ. After studying VQ for about a year and a half, her star reading score showed that she was reading at 12th grade level. Meet Tony. He also learned English as a second language, and he has never been in an English-speaking country other than a 1-week vacation in the US. No English is spoken at home or at school. The following recording shows him reviewing his SAT-level vocabulary words about 2 years after studying them.
Acknowledge the fact, barren desert or barren woman. He defamed my character, elegy for the dead, flagrant violations of the rules, indelible ink or indelible memory, meander through the park, placate the customer, rescind the contract, surreptitious pique, acquiesce to the demand, be governed by the devil, show deference to elders, illicit votes, florid complexion, indict the suspect, mercenary, selfish and mercenary, ponderous lecture, judge's hair reserved, susceptible to cold.
Tony had a star reading test score at 7th to 9th grade range before he started studying VQ. After studying VQ for about 2 years, his star reading score was 12.9 for grade level, which is the highest score possible on the STAR test. Here are some frequently asked questions about the VQ program. Question 1. When they say the phrases, do they know the definitions too? Answer: absolutely. The phrase reminds them of the meaning of the word in that context. Most of the words you know now were not learned from dictionary definitions. You figured out the meanings through context of how others used the words. So when they can recall the context, they can recall the meaning of every word in that context. Question 2. Why memorize phrases instead of definitions? Answer: A. This is the natural way of learning new words. We first hear the words used by others and then we try to mimic it in similar situations. B phrases trigger your mind to recall the meaning. C phrases can be stored in your memory more easily because you memorize the entire phrase as if it's one word. Do you know the middle initial of John Kennedy? Yes, because it was always part of the name. But do you know the middle initial of George Washington? No, because no one ever says it. D. Knowing the phrases makes it possible for you to use the new words properly in your own speech or writing. Question 3. Why can't I just memorize the definitions? Answer: A. Definitions rarely give you a clear understanding of how a word is used. That's why every dictionary definition includes usage examples. B. Students often memorize words in definitions instead of trying to understand the meaning. This works for passing school tests, but not for long-term memory. C. Relying on words in the definitions alone often leads to incorrect usage of the words. This is why English teachers easily notice incorrectly used SAT words in essays and often discourage students from using big words. Question 4. Is it easy to memorize the phrases? Answer: if you're looking for easy memory tricks, the answer is no. It takes a lot of repetition and regular review to memorize the phrases properly for long-term memory. The VQ program gives you ample opportunity to review the words through workbook exercises and online quizzes. The workbook also walks you through a systematic review process, but once you learn them properly, you will remember them for many months and even years without any review. You can do this too. All it takes is diligent effort. We will guide you through every step.